of his first. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that's a big collision. He's knocked backward as they will mark him down. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Again, it's Kamara. Oh, he's got a little daylight. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Now that play was doomed right from the start.
He just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
Now they'll throw it. Wentz. Flush to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Incomplete pass on 2nd down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on 3rd. To throw, it's Wentz. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and wearing...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Leonard Floyd able to get in and run him down for what will be a loss of 15 yards. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Toss play. Kamara. Twisting away. And he's across the 40. 3 extra yards to the 43. That'll net 7 yards on the ground, but it'll leave him with a healthy distance still to go on 3rd down. Throwing now is Wentz. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Here we go with Kamara. And some space here. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. They go play action here on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series. Wentz will try again on second down. Now they go screen. It's complete. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's third down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Wentz now to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line, or he's...
And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Jarrell Freeman able to use that strength and get him for a loss of 2. On second down, here's Wentz. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's third and goal.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Wentz now on third and goal. That's complete right around the 8. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. So on fourth down here, Mike Tomlin says, let's just get 3. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And the kick by Elliott is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. I feel like we just ran a marathon. That was a long drive. They probably wanted 6 if they're going to go that many plays.
And there were no checkpoints, no watering stations, nothing like that, right? Terrific job by the offense because not only did they possess the ball for that long, they wore down the defense. That could pay dividends later.
The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. And this is their third drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Timmy Jernigan breaking through to get him for a loss of 7. I don't care if you're taking it in round 1, you're undrafted, whatever. As a rookie quarterback in this league, you're going to have games where you face adversity like this.
Lessons. All the time you're going to face these lessons. The key for this guy is will he be able to bounce back in the next one because right now this has not been his game.
And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
So a second down incompletion now brings up third down.
Here we go now. 3-19. Hard down, like a 56.
Operating from the gun. O'Connell flushed out right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still fourth down.
Well, it's not going to be a first down, but that's a nice job of picking up yardage on third and long. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you. And in this case, it wasn't enough to pick up the first down.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It'll go as a 50-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And possession will switch hands, first and 10. 1st and 10. Here's Wentz. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Wentz again here on 2nd and 10. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes that's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Now Wentz on the bootleg. Dancing to his left. And he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Wentz to throw on 2nd down. Buying time to his left. And avoids the contact by sliding. Wentz can pull it down when he needs to, and the 6'5" quarterback picks up the 1st down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Wentz now on 1st down. And the screen unsuccessfully dropped it. He was out there waving his arms saying, throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so, because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball, and he doesn't concentrate and drops it.
1:58 to go in this first half of play. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this. Throwing on 1st is Wentz. This is taken in by Jeffrey. He's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. Alshon Jeffrey, his first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles add on to their lead. He's got it, and it's 17-0. Elliott now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Maybe a little sign of life here offensively, Charles. They get their first down. They didn't have any in quarter number 1.
And I think what we're seeing is great evidence of good scouting by both teams, right? Understanding what they like to do, their best plays, try and take those away early. So now we're seeing some adjustments, and they end up getting their first down.
On 1st down, they run with Howard. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. To throw on 2nd down. O'Connell escaping the pressure right. And he floats one there, incomplete. He was looking for Jordan Howard that time. And it's 3rd down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Throwing on 3rd and long. O'Connell forced out to his left. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
On 1st down, O'Connell. They'll set up the screen to Howard. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. Looking to throw. O'Connell. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Off the play fake. O'Connell. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. As it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. The Bears on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and a mile. Back to throw. O'Connell. He's airing it out for Williams. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
Here we go. Green, back Philly. Here we go.
Looking to throw. O'Connell. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted. The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. So we've come to halftime here in Philly with the Eagles on top. As we'll send you down the coast to Orlando, where we check in with our friend Larry Ridley and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the 3rd quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
On 1st down, Wentz. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. Offense needs something here on second down. It is second and long. Working from the gun. Wentz. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup with someone trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
He may try and run for this. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They run. It's Kamara. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. Alvin Kamara unable to push past that yellow line. And the Bears will get the football back. Off play action. O'Connell. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. On 1st and 10, O'Connell. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. They go counter with Howard. Howard has the first down and then some. And all the way down to the 9. A huge play there for Chicago. 56 yards on the ground. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They run. This is Cohen. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Gotta figure this is one they need here on 3rd and goal. They'll run forward to Cohen. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Another stop on 3rd down, and this defense still hasn't allowed a touchdown to this point.
And Catanzaro's kick is right through. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off that lead.
And now you put the pressure on your defense, who didn't particularly play all that well in the first half. But they're going to need to step it up here and make some plays if these guys are going to have any chance.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. The Eagles on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Wentz going to throw. Drops this up to Kamara out of the backfield. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. Here's Dustin Colquitt now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the three-point kicker. Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super toe.
Second down following the incompletion.
Green, 39. Green's gone. Over.
Throwing again. O'Connell. Graham displaying the strength. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. He got 29 yards that time.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think they were looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. O'Connell. It's caught outright by Graham. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him, and what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, you know.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here comes the Bears punter now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia, as we're about ready to rock and roll for the 4th and final quarter. Wentz now on 1st down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. They'll call it luck or skill. Whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, Whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
And he's out of bounds, able to get it up right near the 25 to the 24. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. The Eagles on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Wentz. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah. Not
an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. The Eagles indeed snap it. Wentz. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people have pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. And that's a loss of 7 on the first down play. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. On second down, Kamara. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. 9 yards on the gain there, and it's going to bring up a tough 3rd and 7. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. From the gun, it's Wentz. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. No gain on the screen there. It's second down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Let's give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
Again, they'll throw with Wentz. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Now Wentz on third down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They do get 9, but it leads to fourth down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. A 10th carry for Kamara. Give him 8 on the gain there, and it'll be a Philadelphia first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
This complete left side to Aguilar. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. They'll run it with Kamara, and he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Wentz to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
The offense on 3rd down, they're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal. Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now, 4th and goal from the 2. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. Say, all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit, being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play.
And he coughed it up. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
And that's complete. It's Sims. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. And 15 yards there on the catch and run. From the gun, O'Connell. He's going to let it fly. This is caught inside the 15. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball. When you put up a token press, make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
Flush to his right. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here. So a collective holding of breath here as the starter heads for the sideline. And look who's going to get a shot here in relief. It's Robert Griffin III. To throw is RG3. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team. But I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film. But this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Captain Zero out now as he'll kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. 2 timeouts remaining defensively, but that shouldn't make much difference right here.
It really shouldn't, but a lot of coaches look at it similar to baseball with the intentional walk.
Always bringing in other sports.
Always, hey, listen, think about the intentional walk, right? What if one gets past the catcher? What if he uncorks a wild one and now you still have an opportunity? That's why they like to use them all the way through. All right, just go ahead and say it with me. That was a
mistake, for sure.
Without a doubt, because at some point, put your foot in the ground, get upfield, and get down, protecting the ball. Don't go out of bounds, because when you go out of bounds, you're really just helping the defense.
Yeah, not to be too hyperbolic, but it's like giving the D an extra timeout, isn't it?
It certainly is. Gives them a chance to regroup, and it means you have to snap the ball in additional time, which always means the possibility of a mistake.
That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. They fake the give. Now Wentz. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Eagles, it took a few weeks, but they finally get their first one of the season here in Week 4. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Washington Redskins. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they too will leave here at 1-3. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers. So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Eagles are winners here as we say so long from Philadelphia.